He's got two special plates. One's going to be the license plate. What's that all about?
So Zora Dream, this is my Texas license plate that I'm going to put on there. And of course, that's homage to Zora Arkastuntov.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, that's kind of nice. Where'd you get that?
I wonder.
And then inside the personal plaque, a lot of people, well, let me back up. Most of my audience will probably know what you're talking about. This goes back to the beginning of everything. What does your personal plaque say?
Tacos. No.
I finally got somebody I love tacos. Thank you, Ryan. All right, what is it?
Wow. I actually put Project Opal, which was the code name that Harley put together before the Corvette had its name, so nobody knew what was going on in the early 50s before the 53 came out.
Project Opal. You got to give me a picture of that.
It'll be,
oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
What an honor to be here with you and your family.
Thank you for coming down.
You were so fun to deal with on the phone. I told you, I said, hey, if I can break away, even if I just come down here to shake your hand and that's it, I'm cool.
It was funny when we go back into pit after session, Natalie would ask, I'm sorry, how many times out there did you want to pass me? I said, basically in every turn. Yeah, I said, don't worry about it. You're out here, you're doing this. I think it's fantastic.
It definitely looks kind of more like the C7 blue, Laguna blue. Now that they're on this angle, I see how far it goes back.
Wow. Oh yeah, dude, look at, they're all the way up to the fence right here, man.
Wow.
Look, it's like a freaking sea of Corvettes. Look at that.
Wow. There's got to be...
There's got to be over 1,000.
Yeah, I was going to say there has to be over 1,000 cars right there.
Okay, small update. Tree's actually out of the box now. It's up. We just got to get it decorated, so stay tuned. And here's another update. Thank you for all the views on yesterday's video. Thanks for all the engagement on that video and all of your text messages. The black Z06 is sold. And yes, it's raining, but would you let the rain ruin a delivery of a new Z06? I say no. And you say, why? Because it's a freaking Z06. Who cares, man? Congratulations to Mike in Eastern PA. You'll see him in just a little bit. That's right. Just give me the keys. I'm ready to go, man. I'll clean it like rain. Who cares? I got a Z06. Give him damn keys. Hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for being here. Wasn't sure because of our crazy schedule. It always gets like that before the holidays.
I know, right?
That we were going to have a Tech Tuesday. Tonight we're going to try and help a guy that has what it should be a warranty issue on a stripe. Also, we got a follow up to, I think it was last week or the week before, you were showing that bridge piece that goes on a C8 Z06. Apparently his friends were watching him. We put up on the screen that he decided he didn't want it.
Right.
And they called him and say, hey man, what's wrong with you? You need to put that on the car. So we are going to do that for you tonight. Want to remind you as well, Saturday, December 2nd, address is up on the screen. I'll be at Paragon Performance, kind of an open house, kind of a cars and coffee, a meet and greet of myself. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys, but more importantly, we're there and it's driving me crazy because he won't tell me. I know what he ordered color-wise, my friend Michael from Florida, and I'm glad that his parents are going to join us too. We're going to unveil his new car. This guy is a car guy, and he's going through cars like he goes through socks and underwear, but that's okay. We're having fun with it at the same time.
So now you know how they feel when you do it to them.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm going nuts. So he's tweaked it, he's accessorized it, all kinds of fun Paragon stuff. So we're going to unveil that and share that with you on the channel in case you can't make it, but if you can, come see us December 2nd at Paragon Performance. I don't know if I can fit them all in tonight, but we are going to finish up with a beautiful ride segment. Thanks again for all the emails. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for all the text messages yesterday on that video about the inventory. That was weird. Haven't done an inventory walk. We've got a lot of used C8s. And if the weather cooperates, I'm going to get out there and do one of those inventory walk things with you guys. But more importantly, because of allocation implications and day supply, all that new car stuff that we really have to worry about, that I worry about, more importantly, day by day. I did that video, just weird situations on each of those deals that came available. They were actually ordered for people. It wasn't like we ordered those for stock. That was a misconception. People said, oh, you ordered some cars. No, I didn't. We're not at that stage yet. I still got a list of people waiting. That's why the November thing just really just kind of freaking jacked up everything for everyone that wanted to order a car, at least get into the system. In fact, we got a couple of order questions in today's Tech Tuesday, but I had over, and I was falling asleep on a chair last night. Here comes one more text message. I'm out of the office. I tried to answer every one, and I think I got to just about every one. Over 150 texts, okay? Only 2. But I couldn't believe it. One client asked about the Hypersonic Ray convertible, beautiful car, nice spec, but he had a trade. And that's kind of the market shift you're seeing right now. There's a lot, you're 4 years in, you've got a lot of cars out there in the marketplace. So, you know, your used C8s are no longer worth sticker, especially when you have Carfax issues and things that we've talked about in the past. It's just not there. So we're trying to be very flexible, very fair, but that's the conditions that are changing. And if, you know, you're looking at a used C8, you're like, well, if I'm going to spend X amount of dollars, the first and natural question is, well, how much is a new one? Or how long is it to get a new one? So that's why those cars in stock proved to be a great opportunity. So there was only one request on the Hypersonic Ray, and there was one, and I'm going to get back to that guy. He was the one that texted me, I think at 10:30, 11 last night, on the Red Mist Coupe that's inbound. Everything else, and it is sold, as we said at the beginning of today's show, was about the Z06, man. So if you want to know where the pulse of the market is, I'm telling you right now, people want Z06, and Z06 has been tougher and tougher to get this year for 24. Some of the stuff we talk about in market updates, production delays, parts issues, and E-Ray hasn't started yet. Just wait till E-Ray starts. You're going to get socked right in the mouth, and I think you're going to be glad that you had an opportunity to get one. I think some of the orders in the system are delayed well after the new year. New orders that would go in are probably going to arrive in February and March. So you're already looking at springtime. And to me, because I'm always looking further ahead, sorry, I'm doing a lot of business conversation here, but it's important, this stuff on my mind. I'm looking so far ahead, we're already getting ready to close out 24 and start looking at 25. You're like, what?
It's coming.
If you got cars that start arriving in March and the next, you know, the January cycle is at the end of January, those are April cars, you're knocking on the door, it's just about over. So the availability is a real issue for this car. Don't let anybody fool you guys. All right, we do have a lot to talk about. Thanks again for the questions. Get to as many as we can. I'll try and fit in as many rides as I can too. Sorry if we've missed some of those. I got some of the emails from you guys, but I don't want to rush through those. They're great looking cars, and some of you get real creative with the pictures, so thank you again for that. So yesterday, over 150 contacts on this car alone. The new owner is in the car. He asked not to be on the channel. He does watch the channel. I met him at Corvettes of Carlisle. Thank you so much, Mike, who is also in the 717 area code, but it's not the Mike you're thinking of. A young guy trading a 19 Z06 over there. And he goes, man, he goes, what a tough drive on the way in. He goes, I've never driven my car in the rain. He goes, hell, I didn't even know where the wipers were on my car. But he is so excited. We fired this up and he went, oh my God. He goes, I've seen the C8, Rick. He goes, I was excited about the C8. He goes, but when I saw the Z06, he goes, oh no, I had to go Z06 to Z06. And thanks for moving just like that to wrap things up. Now, we're not going to show Mike on the channel, like we said, out of respect, but I got to show off. Woo, look at that bad boy. Oh my gosh, is that just gorgeous, man. It really is. Wow, really excited. He is so excited. I showed him where the wipers were. Poor guy. He's excited about all the features. And one thing he said, he goes, hey, I wouldn't get this car unless it had front lift. It does have front lift. Oh, the other thing too, we talked about it, that it has the Jake decals that came with the car. We didn't put them on the car. I talked to him on the phone last night. He goes, oh no, he goes, I'm not putting that on. He goes, good thing I would have taken them off anyways. So I'll UPS them to the house and you might see them on eBay or something like that, but he's not putting them on this car. Not at all. I'm looking forward to seeing him this year at Corvettes of Carlisle. My goal is to be there all 3 days with you guys. Bringing the trailer, bringing the new tent, bringing some posters, and just celebrating Corvette ownership with you guys. More on that next year. See, I'm already thinking ahead. We're standing out in this crap? Of course I am. Congratulations, Mike, in Pennsylvania. We got you a send-off pad on that freaking Z06. Yeah, man. Winglets, we're gonna run. Well, he wants to just hammer it. He goes, man, it took me almost 7 hours. He goes, I know if it was dry and not raining, he goes, I can get back home in 5. No, that's a Corvette Z06 owner. I love it. Congratulations, Mike. All right, Tech Tuesday. Let's get back to it. Chuck, I'll let you start first, my friend.
All right, this one comes from John. It says, as always, thank you for the channel and being great supporters of the Corvette community. I wish both of you good health and in the coming new year and beyond. Thank you. I have a 2019 Grand Sport with an automatic transmission. In your past videos, you and Chuck have discussed the transmission flutter associated with the C7 automatic transmission. Chuck mentioned GM made several changes to the ATF fluid type, and this corrected or lessened the problem by 2019 models. My question is, should the ATF fluid be changed more often in a C8 or more regular basis to help eliminate the problem? Only driving a few thousand miles a year in my Corvette, is there a recommended interval, mileage, or time the ATF fluid should be changed to address the fluttering issue?
Well, yeah, if you get the right fluid, it should take care of that. I mean, it's three times, I think you said, that it's changed.
Right, they come out with the original fluid, it had the issue, so they redesigned that fluid, it still had the issue. The third gen fluid has taken care of the issue, and like I've explained in previous videos, what was happening was the fluid was absorbing the moisture and causing the flutter. The new fluid resists the moisture, and as the transmission warms, every transmission gets moisture in it. It's just the way it is.
Right.
With the new fluid, it resists absorbing the fluid or the moisture, and it dissipates through the transmission vent. So once you have the new fluid in it, the transmission should not have the flutter in it. And as far as the change intervals, I mean, if you're only driving a few thousand miles a year, I suggest doing it every 5 years.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what I tell people. If you're not putting a lot of miles on it, the GM recommendations of every 45,000 miles. But if you're not putting that kind of mileage on it, the fluid can still degrade over the years. So at least every 5 years on the transmission fluid.
And that flutter, that vibration you would feel would be 45 to 55 miles an hour, and it was in the torque converter. Is that correct?
Right.
Tech Tuesday continues. Good morning, good evening, Mr. Conti and Chuck. Subscribe to your channel. Love the insight along with Chuck. Just had a quick question about the clear engine cover. We talked about that just last week, in fact. I know you have it on your car, and I absolutely love it. Do you keep it, this is a good question, do you keep it on your car when you track it? In fact, I take it off when I do true track events like NCM, pit race, you know, big tracks. Autocross stuff in the parking lots and, you know, that are coned, the Toledo Airport, no, I keep it on there. So I switch the factory one out for the bigger track stuff. And actually, I could still, you talked about the heat temperature testing, I could keep it on for the other track events, but I just choose to switch it out.
All right, this one comes from Albert. Thank you both for all you do for the Corvette community. I have a couple of questions. First, I have jacking pucks for my 2023 C8. Do you recommend installing them permanently or just when I take the car to the dealer or work on it? If you're going to put them on, just put them on.
It's torture just to get them on. Are you kidding me? Once you get them on, leave them on. Oh my gosh.
Second, I'm interested in installing the lights in the engine compartment. What do you recommend? I found aftermarket ones, but I'm afraid to avoid my warranty if I have any electrical problems down the road. Can a dealer install on my 2023 model lights that come on the 2024 model?
And we talked about that before.
Yes, we've talked about it. It wasn't just in the 2024 models. I mean, if you bought the appearance package, they all came with it.
Yeah, and what we found is a lot of that stuff to just tap into it is there. You just have to have the right year to get the right wiring harness, because sometimes some things from year over year move around, but if you get somebody that's pretty talented, tear that apart, and if they know what they're doing, it'll take them 2 hours to get it in there. And you know that stuff's already, you know, adaptable in there. That's why for 2024 they did this engine lighting thing for only $100. So it's not like they had to do a whole bunch of new upgrades. I mean, the stuff's there, just tap into it. So yeah, if you get the factory wiring harness for your model year, you should be able to tap right into it if you get somebody that knows what they're doing. So good luck with that. Oh, and as far as the jacking pucks, man, you need to see where you're jacking this car up, just from a safety standpoint too, but it's hard to see underneath there, so they're great just so you can identify where to jack the car. So yeah, get them on there. They're not in the way. They're about this thick. Yeah, leave them on there. I love mine on my car. Here's one from David. It says, Rick and Chuck, I watched the channel, appreciate all the help and the advice. I went to my local Chevy dealership for service, checking about more transmission fluid stuff. This is out of a C8 though. Flushing the transmission fluid on my C8. I got 3 years in and 9,900 miles, 10,000 miles. I've I've changed the DCT filter twice, and I've added the 2 additional quarts of transmission fluid. I don't track my hot rod. I'm 78 years old. They informed me, listen to this, they informed me it was going to be $2,000 to flush the transmission. I'm sure it's more work than I think, but I'm not willing to pay that for a 10,000-mile car. I'm pretty capable, and I would do it myself, but I don't have the tools to do the backwash fluid flush. Any thoughts on the $2,000, and what do you think about me doing it on my own? Dale, I apologize, not David, this is Dale in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
$2,000. You don't charge that, do you?
Well, with the 2 extra liters, we're pretty close. It's about $1,500–1,600 to have to flush the transmission fluid and to put the 2 extra liters back in. Yeah.
And what about him doing it on his own?
Yeah, I mean, he talks about not having the
tools,
equipment. Well, the equipment to pre-flush the transmission before you drain it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that transmission fluid's kind of expensive.
Yes.
And it usually takes anywhere from 8 to 10 quarts just to fill, or say quarts, it should be liters, 8 to 10 liters to fill it. And then the additional 2 to put back in if you're going to put that back in, even though you don't track it.
Yeah, you might want to check around a couple other dealers. I mean,
they're not that far off.
Yeah, you're in the neighborhood. Closer than I thought, though. I was just shocked by that. Okay.
Well, we've talked about them. They're maintenance big, so.
Yeah. And they do require just a little extra maintenance, but
well, you know, everybody wants a supercar.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What's it cost to have your transmission fluid changed in your Porsche or your Lambo?
Your Ferrari, right?
Ferrari. Yeah. I'm sure it's more than $2,000.
No, absolutely. It's $2,000 just to walk in the damn door.
Yeah, exactly. They're talking like $10,000, $15,000.
$2,000. What did you do? We said hello to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry. We continue. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, this one comes from Andrew. It says, Dear Rick and Chuck, I love your YouTube channel. I have a 2014 C7 C51 3LT magnetic ride control. I'm the second owner, currently 11,000 miles on the clock. Apparently around 2018, GM offered a calibration update for the C7 magnetic ride control. The best I can tell, the GM part number, I didn't even know they had a part number for the updated.
It's more of a program.
Yeah, it's just a program for my car. I've checked around a couple of the dealers. They can't quite determine the mag ride update's still available from GM. Is there some way to know from the data in the car itself if the update was performed? Can you tell me if it was required or strongly recommended to do this update? It wasn't required. It was just, well, you know more about what it does.
Yeah, I recommend it, and thank you to Jim Miro. In fact, we did an interview with him. I'll put a link up in here for you guys and a link down below. Back in 19, he was the guy that designed this, and he pushed hard for you guys to get this available because he actually designed it for ZR1. And he says, hey, this stuff is just software. We can offer this to the Corvette community, and they can tweak their suspensions. And he fought GM on that and finally got it approved. So it's really not that much to do. It's under $500 to do it, and what it does is it actually will take your touring and make it softer. It'll make the sport and the track just a little bit more responsive and a little bit tighter, and that's what's nice about that update. And you'll feel it right away if they do it correctly. Now, as far as what he's asking, you would know better than I as far as...
Yeah, there's no way you can tell if it's been done or not.
Because it's not a warranty item.
Right. It's something that the customer had to pay for, so, I mean, unless you could talk to the previous owner.
Right, that's hard to do too because of privacy laws and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe look at the dealership that you're going to, have them do what they call an investigate vehicle history. Sometimes you can see other things in the bottom of that report that were done. If it was, well, it has to be done at a Chevy dealership.
Right.
Sometimes that stuff will show up even though it's a customer pay, it's not a warranty item. That's one way to do it.
It still is available though.
It is still available, yes.
Yeah.
Trying to think, any other way that he could find out if that's done?
Not really.
Man, oh man, that's tough. I mean, there's a couple of things. Yeah, previous owner, that's going to be a stretch. Just kind of relying on the dealership to see if they do. You said something else too, though, about a technical thing that he might ask a dealer to do. SPS, did I say that right?
Yeah, I mean, you can take the only other idea I might have would be to call SPS programming, which is who we call when we want the transmission up or the suspension upgrade.
Can he call them, or does the dealer got to call?
No, a dealer has to call.
Okay, dealer's got to call.
Yeah, but you could possibly call them and ask them. They could look at the programming because SPS is the one, service programming system is the one that actually gives us the download to put in the car.
Okay.
I don't know if they could tell or not.
Yeah, they'll look at your VIN and they should be able to tell if he can get a hold of those people. So you got 3 ways of finding out. All right. Thanks for watching the channel. Good luck to you. But yes, it does make a difference. So if you can get it done, somebody knows how to do the upgrade, get it done, man. You'll love it.
I will tell you this, though.
Okay.
You're supposed to let after you do this program, you're supposed to let the car set for at least 8 hours to get the full benefit.
Right.
So if you're thinking about having it done, don't just take it in and say, hey, I want the suspension upgrade. They take it back, program it, and bring it out to you. You just wasted money.
No, we tell people you can let it sit for a couple of hours and still take it if you didn't have 8 hours to burn on your day. But like Chuck said, to get the full effect,
yes,
wait the 8 hours and you'll notice a big difference. I
usually have a customer bring it and drop it off before close. I program it that it sets overnight. He can pick it back up in the morning.
Yeah, leave it overnight would be great. Yeah, drop it off. That would be even better. Yeah. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. Your questions and hopefully the right answers for you. Here's a text message came in from 214 last night. In fact, Barb in Plano, Texas. Rick, Jim accepted my 2024 order for my Stingray on October 29th. Does that mean it's actually in production? No, it means it's an accepted status. It'll mean 3000 status. We'll put some of the codes up on the screen right now so you get an idea. And really from that point forward, what you're waiting for is the car to be scheduled for a build week. If it's accepted at October 29th, my estimate right now with some of the delays we've got going on with order processing and parts issues and plant on, off again, that kind of thing. You got the holiday schedule coming up. This is probably going to be a February arrival is my best guess for you. But the good news is it's accepted. So now you just kind of wait. I'll be in touch with your dealership to find out when the build week is. That's really the next update that's going to be pertinent to this order. And I got one more too, if I may, because it's kind of the same question, okay? This comes from Kim, not sure what state she's in. Rick, I'm subscribed to the channel. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. It's free, and that support means a lot to me. My salesman said my order number is blah, blah, blah. From what he sent, it looks like I'm at event code 3000 status, accepted in production, accepted by production, rather. I wondered, is there a way that I can track the status? I'm hearing that I can do it through the dealership or calling the Corvette concierge. I appreciate the Corvette upload you have on the channel. Thank you, Kim. The Corvette concierge will help you, but sometimes their information is delayed a little bit. More importantly, it's our job as a dealership to keep you guys up to date. Sometimes people get really, really antsy. In fact, one of the cars that were available in yesterday's video is exactly that, because I wasn't able to give him the same information multiple times. Nothing changes by asking multiple times. It's accepted status, build week, built, shipped, and arrived. Your dealership should be communicating with you the next update. You're 3000. Congratulations. I'm not sure when it went in, but anyways, the next update will be when it's scheduled for build. And that build week could shift based on some of the plant on again, off again situations that we've been talking about. So you are going to get a car. It's just a matter of when. So good luck to you. Congratulations.
Right. This one comes from Jim. Says, I've enjoyed listening to this and can't wait to drive my C8. Thank you. Also, I have a Tech Tuesday question for Father Chuck. Is there a trick to opening the front from the inside? I push the button on the door and it doesn't open. I'm also getting a service front lift message. Is there something wrong, or do I just have to have it reset by the dealer? Last question is about merchandise. Can I buy a Stop Dreaming, Start Driving hat from you? And do you have somewhere we can go to purchase merchandise?
It means a lot. Not yet, guys, but thank you so much for that. There's so much going on that I haven't had that side time to actually promote myself. I'm doing all I can just to do uploads with you guys, even when we're in the shop and they're working. So it means a lot that you guys are watching. At some point, we'll get something going on the channel. So back to his question on opening the front from the inside.
Well, first let's address the front lift message. If you're having servicing front lift message, yes, there's something wrong with the car. You need to take it in, have it checked out. As far as getting into the front trunk, yes, I can show you there's a cable, but it's kind of tough to get to.
Okay, you want to show them?
Sure.
Okay, you got your flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go one step further. So, we open this door to this freaking Z06.
Come on, man. Oh, my word.
If you get down, actually, you know what? Let me in there, I'm gonna hook it so that they can see it better.
Okay.
Try to anyway.
Now this is the same cable, guys, that you would use if the vehicle is dead and you use the emergency key underneath here to get in. Then you still have to pull this cable that Chuck's going to show you to open up the front trunk, and then you can get to your battery access area. But if you're in the car, as our viewer just asked, see how easy it is to get to?
Yeah, I can't get to it.
I know. Well, you're trying to hook it and make it nice for the show, but yeah, it's a pain in the neck. It's way up there. It's above the firewall.
Yes. There it is.
We're really trying there. Jeez, oh,
But that's the manual release for the front trunk.
yeah, it's got a little loop on it. You pull it 2 times. Not once, you pull it 2 times, and that'll open up your front trunk for you guys. See, there's a brake pedal, there's your dead pedal, and just up in there, can you see it just a little bit? It looks like it's kind of a, yeah, it's just metal. There's no coating on it or anything like that. Okay.
All right.
Well done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of hands-on, we've got some more for you. We had to go into the parts department. Let me jump into this one real quick. Rick, I need some help. See, bothers me when there's a warranty issue. Are you done, by the way? That was your last one?
done.
Okay.
My last one.
When there's a warranty issue and the dealers aren't making that effort to help you guys. My stripe was damaged on my 70th anniversary Corvette in Texas. There's a nick on the hood. They're trying to order me a stripe package, but they said it's on back order. It's the satin matrix gray full-length stripe. Well, you don't have to order the full stripe. He says, my local Chevrolet dealership doesn't act like they know how to get it, and it's on back order. They were supposed to send the car to me in an enclosed trailer, but I ran into the problem and I went cheaper and had it shipped in an open trailer, and that's what happened. So I don't know if, now rereading this, it sounds like the stripe was damaged in open transit possibly, and it wasn't at delivery. I have pictures of everything when it left the dealership and it wasn't there. It came off in the okay, so it's not a warranty issue. I do apologize. So it is on you to fix it, and it's easy to do. It says the dealership's not taking any responsibility. Well, it's not. It's really on the shipper. Once the dealer signs off on the car, the shipper takes it. It's in their possession. They're responsible. That's why I like to use just select companies that have proper insurance in the event that something happens. Okay, let's be real. If the truck rolls over, I mean, come on. I mean, there's enough idiots out there driving around on their freaking phones all day long. Get off your damn phone. Use your Bluetooth, or just wait till you get to your destination. Don't even get me started on that phone thing. And it's not kids anymore. I'm driving around seeing these people 10, 15 miles an hour on the speed limit. It's like, are you kidding me right now? Okay, sorry, got off track there. So it's damaged in transit, so it really should be the responsibility of the transit company. Okay, so it's not, it's on you. And you don't have to order the whole stripe kit. Let me go back to parts. I don't have your VIN number, but I didn't even sell you the car. I'm gonna find this part number for you just because I want to prove that I can. With the help of John, of course. All right, guys, with the help of my buddy John here in the parts department, we're gonna try and find this stripe thing. Here's the stripe, the piece that Troy needs. His dealer says he can't get the entire kit, and just like in C8R, you could order individual pieces in the event you had a situation you needed a warranty repair. No sense of buying the whole stripe kit. I don't have a VIN, so this is going to be a little bit more digging for John, but he does a nice job. See, C70th anniversary sales package, but that's the spoiler. So they've got just a number of parts here. Again, if I had the VIN, we could pull it up a little bit easier because the stripe is different on a carbon flash car. This is a white pearl car. This is what I want to show you guys. See this right here? We can order just this part, this part, this part, and he incidentally needs number 4, so it's a dual stripe, so he'll get both the pieces for the hood. So let's see if we can't find that. So here's the one right here. Satin matrix gray is what we need for the 70th package. Just that section, yeah. All right, so if you give me the part number, we'll put it up on the screen for Troy, and hopefully that'll help him.
Part number is 8511-3323.
I'm sorry, guys, I got to go see John one more time. I forgot to ask him the important question. Yes, we found you the part number for that specific area, but is it available? All right, so John's busy. We're going to ask Steve if he can look up the part number and see if it's available. So yeah, the part number is one part of the whole equation to fix the car. Thank you, Steve.
It says there is no inventory available.
There is no inventory available, so it is not available.
It would say 12, it says ETA if I ordered it 12/1 to 12/8.
Okay, so you can order it. It's just going to take a couple of weeks to get it. Okay, there you go. John, thanks again. He's so good at digging and finding information for me that allows me to help my customers and to help you guys right here on the channel. One more hands-on real quick. Did we show the bridge thing, Majig? I said we're going to talk about that because the guy says, oh, hey, buddy, you need to put that on. Rick and Chuck are making fun of you. We weren't making fun of you. We're just surprised that you ordered it and didn't put it on the car. Exactly. The Jake bridge between your spoilers is on the car now. Here's Chuck talking about it. All right, guys, look at Chucky standing there all proud. Well, this is a follow-up. We talked about the new clear bridge, the Jake bridge, a Z06 for C8, and somebody that knows this guy must have watched and probably called and said, hey, man, how come you're not putting it on your car? So here it is back in, and you had to put it on.
Right.
Well, you put the extension, the winglet extensions on.
Yep.
These come standard from Chevy right here. Very easy install, and then there you go. Chuck put this on, and we were worried if it was going to be, now had you not put these on, it would have been straight across like we talked about in that C7 a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. So this still looks okay. I mean, it looks like it has like a little curvature right here. So if you did put the taller ones on.
Just remember, it's on there now because it's double-sided tape to the body here.
That's right. Lick it and stick it.
It's on there now.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. I'll get a couple pictures for you so you can see it. We've shown it on the GM accessories. Just another thing to do to your car, but to kind of finish it off that back area. And it's hard to see if I can get down in here underneath the light. If you guys can see it in there, it's right there is the embossed Jake. You knew last week as soon as you showed that and talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
That some way, somehow, it was going to round robin back to the guy. It's like, okay, so you just should have put it on in the first place.
Well, you know.
I mean, you did order it on the car, so whatever. Hope you guys like that. Hope you enjoyed today's upload. Wish you guys all a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes.
The support continues to grow for our channel. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification. Engage by making comments down below. Check out some of the other links down below from previous videos, some of the previews you saw at the beginning of today's show. And before you go, let's show off your cars. These are what, Chuck?
Your beautiful rides.
See, he's been here before, so have you.
Once or
Thank you.
twice.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great night, guys.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red. Till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again.
bouncing really bad.